I have good news today, and I want to talk to you about jobs in Canada, okay? Because Canada is recruiting in a city near you. Yeah, you heard that right. This is not a scam, this is not burgers, this is legit. I only bring you legit stuff, okay? As much as I bring you legit stuff, I cannot guarantee you success. It's up to you to try, and if it works out, bravo. If it doesn't work out, try again, my friend, and be glad that you tried. Okay, so Canada is hiring at a city near you, and when I say a city near you, it's not in Canada, it's abroad. I'm talking about cities located outside Canada. So this could be you, this could be your friend, this could be anybody, and you're all welcome here. So I'm going to be talking about the places where they are hiring, and when I say hiring, it's recruitment is happening one-on-one. Okay, so I'll talk about the cities. Of course I'll talk about the province that is doing that, and then the cities where you need to go to, and then which occupations, and then I'll tell you about the requirements, and you better pay attention to the requirements, because that is one thing. People can hear everything else, but they still miss on the requirements, my friends. You really need to understand that. Anyway, I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and I'm based in Calgary, Alberta. And you can always find me, you can book a consultation with me. I'll be happy to sit with you and guide you on your immigration journey, consult with you, answer those disturbing questions, clarify, the overwhelming information that you've heard out there and you're feeling like you're confused. I'll set your path clear. So head on to www.milelaimmigrationservices.ca, book a one-on-one consultation, and I'll be happy to meet with you. Now, have you subscribed? Thank you for subscribing. We are hitting 100,000 subscribers. Yay! And thank you so much, guys, for that. Mwah! Now, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, like, and share. Okay, let's get into business. I've done so many videos previously, and I aspire as much as possible to keep you guys updated. And now I have a time-sensitive opportunity that I don't want you to miss. Okay, my friend, please do not miss out on this opportunity. I know these opportunities do come from time to time, but this one is only lasting until April. Then after that, we would have to wait until another one comes up, and I cannot tell you when. So take advantage of it now while you can. New Brunswick is one of the 3 maritime provinces in Canada and one of the 4 Atlantic provinces in Canada. So it's in Eastern Canada. Okay, and the capital city is Fredericton. However, there are other cities in New Brunswick that are equally good. You can either live in Fredericton, you can be at St. John, you can be at Moncton, and there's also a number of so many smaller cities. So I just talked about the bigger cities. One thing I want to mention about New Brunswick is that it's the only bilingual province in this country, which means whether you're speaking French or English or both, you are right at home. So these opportunities are just not for English speakers, they are for English and French speakers, okay, or bilingual people if you like. So if you can speak both languages, I believe that you'll stand better chances in the recruitment program. Okay, guys? All right. So in that same breath, if you're going to be needing to do languages, then make sure if you're bilingual, you do both language tests. That is for English and for French, because of that bilingual aspect. The province of New Brunswick has been constantly recruiting for workers to fill up their labor needs. And it's always an ongoing recruitment, online or in person. And a few months ago, I did another video and I told you about where they were recruiting in Morocco and some other country. And a lot of you went, and some of you told me that they were successful. So to those who were successful, bravo. To those who attempted, good on you. Okay, now here is another chance, and it's happening in 4 places. And in these 4 places, it's in 3 countries and online again. So which are these 3 countries? We are talking of Ireland, and in Ireland they will be in the city of Dublin, and in Dublin they will be there on March 25th, And the occupations that they are prioritizing on are in healthcare. Okay, and then they will be in the UAE, and in UAE they will be in Dubai, and that is on March 27th to March 29th. And the occupations they'll be recruiting, priorities will be in IT, healthcare, and trades. Last but not least, the third country is Netherlands, in a place called Utrecht, and that will be on April 1 and 2. And they will be recruiting occupations in healthcare, IT, transportation, and trades. So those are the 3 countries where they will be there in person. I said, if you're a resident there, please show up and attend this. Okay, then of course they have the online event that has been going on. They are constantly recruiting online, so it doesn't matter. The online one is non-discriminative, so it doesn't matter where you're residing or which occupation you are. And of course, when you click on the link, once you register, there's going to be a pop-up button whereby there's a drop-down list, and you will see a lot of occupations that are recruiting, and see whether you qualify among those occupations. Okay, what I will do, because now already you're asking, Lois, where do we check that? I'm going to embed the link to that recruitment in the description part of this video. All right, so we've already talked about where and when. Which are the requirements? This is now where a lot of you guys get it wrong. You need to make sure first you have the intent to live in the province of New Brunswick. Okay, intent is number 1. And then you need to have education credential assessments, you need to have your language assessments, and you need to have a resume. Yes, a Canadian standard resume, a professional resume. A lot of you fail on that. A lot of you, at times people send me their resumes to review, and I'm like, this is one of the reasons why nobody ever looks at your application. So make sure that your resume is professional. If you need help with the resume services, kindly reach out to me. We do offer those services, of course, for a fee, but reach out to us and let us talk. Okay, then the other thing you must show is that you have work experience, and that your work experience is relevant and related, and you qualify for the occupation that you want to apply for. You know, people always tell me, oh, you know what, Lois, which job do I apply for? You should know the job you should be applying for based on your skills, my friend. It's you who knows your trades, it's you who knows your skills, you know your work experience. Only apply for jobs that you can do. Otherwise, there's no need of applying for a job as a teacher if you have never taught or you're not trained to be a teacher. Okay, guys, it's only fair, right? So make sure you do that. If you need help navigating that, figuring out your NOC, please talk to me and I will sit with you one-on-one and help you do that. So for work experience, make sure you have at least 1 year of work experience. It has to be legitimate work experience that is verifiable work. It has to be paid work. So make sure that you are really qualified, because you'll be meeting with employers. So the way this program works, you'll be meeting with employers directly. They are going to be recruiting. That is an active recruitment. So if you're going to show up, dress well like you're going for an interview, because majority of you are going to be interviewed on the spot. Okay, so make sure you're well dressed, you're well presented, and you're ready for that interview. Rehearse and be ready to answer the interview questions. Remember, you only have one shot when it comes to an interview, so better take it and take it well, and take it with a stride, my friend, and go to win. Go there to win. Also to network, create networks, create connections, because those are the things that can carry you to the next step. Not just getting that job. You really want to network with other people of common interests. Okay, so now how about we look at which occupations these are, because I know I just mentioned the broad disciplines there, but I want actually to let you know what is recruiting in which country. So for Dubai and Dublin, they are recruiting for the same occupation. So I'm not going to repeat all of them, but I'll go over them. So they want under healthcare. So it's not everybody in healthcare who is going to be recruited. So listen to this, please. So we are going to talk about the NOCs, and NOCs are what we call National Occupation Codes. Everybody who wants to come to Canada, my friend, if you can know just one thing, is knowing your National Occupation Code. If you don't know your National Occupation Code, you don't know what you're doing with immigration. I'm just telling you the truth. You always have to know my National Occupation Code is this. Some people do have one or two. So you really also need to make a strategic decision on which NOC to work with. If you need help with that, reach out to yours truly here. Okay, so I'll mention the NOCs and what corresponds to that NOC. So under healthcare, it's 31300, that is nursing coordinators and supervisors. Then 32101, licensed practical nurses. There's 31200, psychologists. There's 31301, registered nurses and registered psychiatric nurses. 33102, nurse aides, orderlies, and patient services associates. 31101, specialist physicians. 31102, general practitioners and family physicians. 31103, veterinarians. 31202, physiotherapists. 31203, occupational therapists. 31303, allied primary health practitioners. 33109, other professional occupations in health diagnosing and treatment. 32102, paramedical occupations. 32109, other technical occupations in therapy and assessment. 41300, social workers. 32103, respiratory therapist, clinical perfusionist, and cardiopulmonary technologist. And then under ICT, that is information technology, these are the NOCs that they need. 21311, computer engineers, except software engineers and designers. 21211, data scientist. Then there is 21220, cybersecurity specialist. 21221, business system specialist. 21222, information system specialist. 21223, data analysts and data administrators. 21230, computer systems developers and programmers. 21231, software engineers and designers. 21232, software developers and programmers. 21233, web designers. 21234, web developers and programmers. 22220, user support technicians. 22222, information systems testing technicians. And then last but not least, the trades. Okay guys, under trades there's 90010, production managers. 72100, machinists. 72106, welders. 72301, carpenters. 72404, trailer and reefer technicians. 73201, maintenance technicians. 73300, truck drivers. And last but not least, 94132, industrial machine sewing operators. And then of course there's others. So the list that I just mentioned up there, that applies to Dublin and Dubai. Now for Netherlands, they have the same list, exact same list, as except the fact that there's one extra NOC that they are recruiting, and that is 21102, geoscientists and oceanographers. Okay, everything else is the same for the three countries. And of course I said that online anybody can apply. Even on these ones, when you go on that drop down list, there's an option for others. So if you don't see your occupation, you can always use your NOC to apply. But these are the ones that they are prioritizing at this point for these three countries, my friends. Okay, so I said be ready, be prepared. Intent to live in this province is crucial, because eventually you will immigrate through a provincial nomination program, and that is an obligation for provincial nomination programs to live in that city. Okay, So I know some of you ask, so Lois, how do we come to Canada? With these programs, they are basically permanent resident programs, but because these ones are employer driven, so you would need to come here on temporary work authorization while they process your permanent residence. Simply because if an employer wants to hire you, they don't have 2 years to wait for your country to process your application. So what they do, they would process your authorization to come to Canada. You work while your permanent residence is being processed. Okay, so I guess that's all for today. It was lovely meeting with you here. Please take this, share it with someone. Come on, even if it doesn't help you, it doesn't hurt to help somebody. These things actually don't help me personally. I'm already here, but I feel the need to share it with somebody else who may need it. So if this is for you, good. If it's not for you, share it out there. Just even share it on your wall on Facebook or in Instagram or whatever your social handle, just so that someone else may see it and benefit. You never know who you help. Okay, guys, and this country, I've said, this country is super big. It's so big, you know, there's enough sunshine and there's enough opportunities for everybody who qualifies. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.